All right, guys, welcome to the Off the Map podcast. I'm Keith
We're
McMillan.
restarting this intro now? Come
Yeah,
on,
why
man.
not? Why wouldn't we?
Oh my god, you guys missed Zach.
Okay,
Just
I'm gonna-
smoke his fucking face on the door. It was fantastic.
I'll put it in, but yeah, Zach just ran right into the door while we were doing the intro, and it was the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
It was
so,
fantastic.
I feel like I'm not in frame.
You're not?
There it is. There it
I
is.
can't even see that. I don't know how you can.
You're in frame. I'm actually catering to your need today.
Why? What do you mean?
The way you're sitting right in the corner.
Oh, it's nice. I'm
Yeah.
super comfortable.
Yeah, you're super comfortable. Then
How are you doing? Are you comfortable?
I'm fine. Just
I don't know why you don't ever lean back and see how I angle this motherfucker into me?
Yeah, because you're like Mr. Cool. I'm not. That's not me.
What are you talking about? I'm Mr. Comfortable. I'm just comfortable.
And cool,
right
but
now.
I mean, when people are watching, I don't know.
Do you sit it like that at home?
No, I'm a slob when I sit. I'm usually
Yeah, there you go. Fucking hang out, dude. Doesn't matter.
no, that's not. Look, that's not what I want to portray.
What do you mean? You're not portraying anything. You're just chilling. I'm not trying to portray shit. I'm
Right.
trying to fucking relax. That's my
All right.
thing.
Well, it is a couple weeks into January,
Yeah.
and how's the New Year's resolutions been? Because we never got into what your actual resolutions were.
I
We
don't have any resolutions, man. I don't.
Not
I don't
at
do
all?
any New Year's resolutions or anything like that. I just keep my goals consistent through. I don't need a start of the year as the marker for my goals to start. My goals.
Right.
My goals start and finish whenever they do. Whenever one goal finishes, another one starts. So there's no exact timing to it, at least in my mind. Some people need that though. Some people need the set date. All right, on this date I'm gonna do this. On a lot of times it's people with smoking. On this
Right.
date I'm gonna quit smoking. That's the big thing.
I
But-
like the definite date and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been more proactive on achieving goals, so I'm not waiting till January 1st either. But on the 1st, it is kind of exciting to kind of give yourself new goals and understand it is the beginning of a new year and to shoot for something that should be within reach, that's attainable.
All right, so what are you going for? You obviously got some stuff in mind.
Yeah. This year, I think I know I'm gonna take a couple photography classes.
Okay.
So I can take more photos with my daughters, my kids, and I want to start filming pre-fight interviews for the local fights around Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm interested in doing that with you as well.
yes, I think that'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I get a couple more commentary gigs, and I want to have a lot more knowledge of it. Because the first one I did, I was just excited to be there, and
Yeah.
then the second one, I was more comfortable. But there's a lot of things I need to cut out from my language
What do you mean?
that I noticed in the audio. Well, the last
Did you curse or
KCFA
something?
No, I didn't curse at all. I try proactively not to curse.
Yeah.
When I pause, I'll say or I said to Matt probably 25 different fucking times.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just like a thing that maybe you said it a lot, or if it's just something that maybe you notice. I feel like when people go back and listen to themselves or see themselves or something like that, they're extra critical, and they'll be like, I feel like I did this too much or I said this too much, and then everyone else is like, no, it's fine.
Definitely.
I'll listen to it and let you know what I think.
Pick it up, but
With the first one or the second one?
the second one.
The second
When
one.
I was talking
Okay.
to Matt, because I felt
Which one was that? KCFA.
that was KCFA 30.
Okay.
That was with Shark Bait headlined.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'll listen to it.
So there's a lot of things I want to clean up because I want to continue doing this and doing a great job and doing it with Matt. Matt's so knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got my goofy ass coming in oh, he threw a punch.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Going for a guillotine while he's got his back.
That was the first A.
Oh, that was fucking
I was excited for your
fantastic.
victory. That's all that matters. I was excited for your victory. I could have called anything. I could have been like, Kimura!
Yeah.
The Kimura punch!
The Kimura neck crank. Oh my
So-
god. Yeah, no, I'll go back and listen to it and let you know what I think. I think you might just be in extra critical. I think you guys sounded good whenever I was listening.
No, I appreciate that. But I want to keep getting better and growing and hopefully it leads to other opportunities.
Okay. Yeah. That's the phone.
That's the phone. It's okay.
I bet you it rings one more time.
No, I think Matt got
Matt
it.
already got it? Damn.
Way to be on
You guys are nice.
So I need to. So this podcast is one of the things that and you've helped out tremendously, is a part of my investment into myself.
Okay.
So one of my goals this year is to be better with my money, because I kind of did something the other day my lady wasn't too happy about.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me.
Okay, so I like video games. I
do too.
I haven't played as much lately because with my kids coming and everything.
No, I still do consistently.
Yeah,
but I don't have kids.
I don't have the opportunity anymore.
Yeah, fuck that. You have zero opportunity to, especially 2 kids on different sleep schedules.
Exactly.
And then 2 stepchildren as well. Like you're locked down, bro.
So to sit down and
I feel bad asking you to record sometimes, because like I
No.
know you got so much going on. Like you want to record, and then you're like, maybe because I got this going on. I'm like, dude, you just let me know whenever you're available, and I'll be there.
Look, I'll say
like,
this.
I'm there to fit into your schedule, because your schedule is way more intense than mine.
I'll say this, and I'm happy to admit this. Sometimes it's nice to get a break, to get out of the house for a little bit and do something that I love. I love being a parent. It is exciting. It's new to me. But sometimes I like to remove myself from that environment.
Right.
Leave my lady with all the kids. And, she's a great mother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning as a dad. I'm growing.
So this is like your getaway? Doing the podcast or coming here to train?
Yes, and I had to get away this week because, sitting down.
Yeah, you're on the hit list.
Yeah, power up my computer or play my PlayStation 4. I have to sit down and kind of load my shit up. I wanted something more portable so I could take around with me. And, so I went out and as a treat to
First
myself.
world problems. Can't take my video games with me.
As a treat to myself, I did something really sweet, and I bought myself a Nintendo Switch.
See, what you should have done is bought it for the kids, but in reality just be for you. That's what my boy just did. He's just like, yeah, I just bought Kylie a Nintendo Switch, and I was like, oh yeah, how much is she playing? And he's like, I don't know, I've been playing Super Smash like a motherfucker though.
See, that's what I mean. The kids will get gifts later, and I got the kids gifts.
Yeah,
but I wanted to treat myself. I worked hard. I got a couple extra.
You got them gifts like pack of gum, and you're sitting there playing with your Nintendo Switch.
I got them how to do list.
No,
I'm joking. No, but yeah, so everything was fine. She was cool with it.
Yeah, how'd she respond to it?
She was excited. She was like, yeah, go buy it, definitely. Have fun, relax.
I'm into it, yeah.
And then someone was like, oh, you spent X amount of dollars on this. And she was like, wait, how much did you spend?
And that's how much you spent? Was the amount that they said? Or do you not want to say the amount?
I will say, I don't know if that's that big of a deal.
No, I was just curious as to why you...
I spent basically $400. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good, bro.
I'm worth it, though. That's how I feel.
I'm worth it.
That's how I felt.
Did you give him an IOU?
I wish. But I bought it, and she was cool. And
this person brought it up around
to be an asshole. This person legit was
okay.
Was
what were they? What kind of context were they saying to them? Were they just challenging you? Like,
we were saying something. We were talking about money. And I think I cracked a joke with them about oh, that's how much money you have. Something silly. And then because my lady was around and he wanted to get the best of me, he was like, oh, that's funny. Because you just spent $400 on a video game. So how's that investing going? And I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no. Is this a friend? Because he's not your friend anymore.
We always rip on each other. But
no, you guys aren't friends.
I should have left that. I wish he left that part out. Because that was...
yeah, no kidding.
Because everything was from jokes to her being like, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, she got the nails on the chalkboard reaction.
Yeah, she wasn't too thrilled. I understand it's $400, but I've been saving and investing and doing the right things with my money. I could have saved $400 more if I didn't buy the game.
Yeah.
But, I'm learning. This is part of the process of being a human being. You have to grow. You have to learn.
So I'm learning, fun, though?
That's amazing. Are you kidding me?
Would you do it again?
100 times. It was worth the fight. Because once we were done fighting, I went and played Smash Brothers and everything was forgotten.
Yeah. So she's cool with it now?
She's cool with it now. She understands it. And I don't make too many outrageous purchases.
Did she not... Yeah, I was about to say, did she not, inquire about it at all whenever you were first like, hey, I was thinking about buying a Nintendo Switch? She was just like, yeah, go do it. She wasn't like, wait, how much is it?
Yeah, no, she's supportive, so she allows me to kind of do dumb shit.
Well, I mean, she kind of fucked up too. She didn't ask, and she
Yeah.
was just like supporting you to like, yeah, go get it. You
See,
know?
I think we've taught each other both a lesson.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, I would say you both learned something from that scenario.
She needs to ask more questions, pay attention to the details, and I won't just go drop $400 on a video game system.
Or at least she'll stop you in your tracks before you do, because she'll know to ask next time.
Yeah, I kind of screwed myself up. I should have saved it for another purchase.
Yeah, that's all right.
But that's the first and last purchase of the. It's a new year.
It's a new year.
One of my goals was to make myself happier, and I did.
Okay, so what do we got? So you wanted to take a photography class?
Yes, I want to get more familiar with my camera, more personal interviews and all that, on top of the podcast. What else? Health.
Okay.
I've been doing well so far. My biggest thing is this is my diet.
Yeah.
Because I exercise, I got jiu-jitsu, I got MMA.
Yep.
There's a lot of things I do, but diet is like the biggest part, especially as I'm aging and my metabolism is slowing down.
Yeah, I've kind of been wondering that for myself, because like I'm a naturally skinny as fuck guy, but I'm also 25 years old and my metabolism is going nuts still, you know?
Right.
And I feel like, I don't know, everybody says that like once they get to like their late 20s, that's whenever it starts slowing down, and I haven't seen any sign of that, but it makes me nervous that I will see sign of it, because like I could eat like straight fucking trash for like 3-4 weeks solid, and you wouldn't be able to tell. Like if I took my shirt off, you wouldn't see like I had like a six-pack or anything like that. Like, you know, if I'm eating at least semi-decent, like I got the six-pack going, lines going all over the place, like looking right, you know?
Right.
But if I'm eating like trash, like I don't have all that going on, but I still don't have a gut or anything. You know what I mean? I'm skinny fat.
Right. No, I think obviously we have different body types, clearly. But
and that's what I'm wondering, if it's just like that. Is it like a body type thing, or is it my metabolism? Because my dad was a heavyset guy.
Oh, okay.
He had the gut, like a front gut. Like that was it. Like he was like thicker all around, but he wasn't like, he just had like this, he just had the gut, man. He just had the gut. That was pretty much like the biggest thing, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't like his legs were abnormally fat as well. Like he like had like athletic legs and whatnot, but he just had the gut.
Yeah, I think. But I'm sure he ate and he drank too, so.
You don't drink not that much, but he ate like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yo. Huh. That boy ate.
Hey,
but that's the thing though, I can too. Like some people are fucking amazed by how much I can eat sometimes. Like I will straight go. You and I were actually just talking about it whenever we were setting it up as far as like our diets. Like you were like, dude, I'll go on benders where I'll eat like donuts and shit. Like, yo, I can smash a box of Oreos, no problem.
Really?
No problem. Yo, no problem. How much time do I have? Time me. Glass of milk, we're good to go.
Is this the only form of exercise though? Because you seem like you have that mindset, and plus you fought and you know how to cut weight of like running, treadmills, and all that. Like,
fucking hate it. I hate running.
But you still do it outside.
This is all I do.
This is all you do.
This is it. I used to lift and everything beforehand. So we were at the old location, probably about whenever you first met me.
Right.
I would lift. I'd go to work. I worked all day. I would come home from work, go to the gym, lift. And I had like a legitimate lifting schedule. Like I saw Baker in the gym almost every day, but I had like a legitimate like lifting regimen, you know, like chest and tries, back and bis, you know, legs and shoulders, that sort of setup. Right. And I would, fluctuate, high weight, low reps.
Okay.
And then another day where it's like low weight, high reps, you know, vice versa. And, you know, taking all the supplements, proteins, all the things, you know, no creatine, pretty much just like pre-workout and protein, right?
Smart. Okay.
And then, yeah, I would lift for about an hour and a half, depending on what time I was able to get there, but pretty much always an hour, right? And then I would go do jujitsu or MMA. Okay. And then right after that, do like the striking class. If it was a jiu-jitsu day. So I would do jiu-jitsu, and then, because back then it was like the Muay Thai class. Right. Now it's MMA striking. Yeah. So I would do jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and then on days that it wasn't that, I would do MMA. Right. So yeah, I was working out roughly like 2 to 3 hours a day. Now, I've gotten a lot smaller since then.
You have?
Like I used to be way more muscular. Like just beefier wise, right? Like now I
Right.
probably walk around at about 150, you know, 150-ish, something like that. I was like 160, 165 whenever I was lifting consistently. And I was a cut 160, 165. I was cut the fuck up, but just thick as fuck, right?
Dude.
For a little guy. For
Right,
a little
right.
guy. For it's not like I was like, you know, Arnold
Yeah, you were
Schwarzenegger up in
fucking
this bitch,
raw.
but for a guy who's 5'8", you know, you'd be like, that guy works out. Like, no doubt. My neck was thick, the whole nine. And then, yeah, just over time, I just started lifting less and less. And then eventually I was like, I don't think I need this to be good at jiu-jitsu.
No, definitely not.
And that's really, I mean, that was my ultimate goal, was like, I have a passion for jiu-jitsu and MMA and Muay Thai, like doing all of those things. And I noticed, like, once I stopped lifting, I was faster and I felt more athletic too, just as
Right.
far as like being able to like fully extend, and I wasn't as bulky blocking myself, and I wasn't carrying as much weight. Like, I don't know, I felt like it was for the best. But now that I have more free time on my hands, I'm kind of thinking about going back into it, but approaching it differently to where I'm not gaining weight, but more of like a strength and conditioning type, you know?
So you would do like body weight stuff?
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that, something like
So you would never go high in like the
something
weight.
like a circuit workout, or like some sort, like the quote unquote prison workout. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but essentially body weight, like what you're saying. So like push-ups, pull-ups, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Right? You know, I'm not gonna be on bench press putting up 200 with some guy standing over me like, push it. That's not gonna happen. You know.
No, I get that.
But like either that or like light weights too. I would be comfortable doing that, depending on what the workout is, as long as it's relevant to like what I'm trying to do, you know, as far as martial arts.
Yeah, no, I think that works. See, for me, the diet's always been the biggest part because I understand meal prep and all that.
Yeah.
I have my limited knowledge, but I still understand, like, you know, if I leave meals out, I'm not going to be... If I have a meal prepped, I'm not going to go to McDonald's or try to pick up a fast food or anything.
Right. There's so many reasons not to. One, you already have a healthy meal ready to go.
Right.
It's going to save you time, and it's going to save you money. It's healthy, saves you time, saves you money. Why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
But McDonald's tastes good.
I mean, Taco Bell's my like go-to.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've loved it as a kid. That was like.
Are you like that drunk white girl in the drive-thru? It's like, get me 12 Mexican. I want the nachos.
No, it was like a gift. Like, so when my mother would go to work all day, she'd come home and like one of like the meals she'd bring me was a Mexican pizza.
Oh,
Taco Bell.
yeah. I remember those.
So
Yeah.
since a kid,
I wasn't
I've
into it
loved
though. Just so you
Well,
know.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I mean, you grew up eating it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Taco Bell's been one of my biggest things, and then
So, like, how consistently would she bring you that, though? You said one of the meals she would bring you. Like, how consistently was it Taco Bell she would
I mean,
bring
it
home?
wasn't that consistent because my mother still. I knew how to cook for myself,
Yeah.
and she would cook, you know, when she had time or when she had a day off. But my thing about it was
That's
when
the
I
thing
got
as a
older-
parent, though. If you're going to, like, stop and get food on the way home, like,
Right.
you're not stopping just to get food for yourself. Like, you got to get something for the kid, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, nutrition wasn't a big thing back then either, so it's not like she was consciously
Sure.
being like,
Yeah.
I need to get something healthy or nasty. It was kind of like,
Right.
this is what he likes, and this is what I get.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, when I got older, started making my own money and everything, or I had money to blow, or I could drive to the store. I mean, I can eat McDonald's, or I would eat fast food at least 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah. Yeah. I did the same thing whenever I was, like, in high school, too.
Yeah.
But I also, that was before I was working out and everything. Like, once I started working out, that's when I pretty much cut fast food out. Not to say that I don't eat it, but if I'd probably eat it, like, I don't know, like twice a month, maybe.
Yeah.
Ish. Depends on what's going on, you know. May mix it. If I'm, like, on a road trip or something, then I'll grab it. But
See,
that
the
shit's
thing-
expensive, man. Here's the thing. Like, you can go to fucking... Like I told you, like, I eat a lot whenever I eat. Like,
Right.
if I'm going to, like, Sonic, that's one of my go-tos, like, for
That's
fast
why
food.
I think we did talk
Like,
about
if I'm getting fast food, I want a Sonic burger, you know?
See, the
I'll
thing
get, like,
about
Burger from there, fucking a little shake thing that they got in a large fry, and you're spending, like, $10.
that's what I'm saying. But fast food is a lot cheaper because you get the whole meal instead of going out buying veggies and stuff. Because I went to go buy veggies and shit the other day. I swear to you, I spent like $70.
What?
Yeah,
On veggies?
well, not just veggies, but like healthy organic shit. Was all expensive, but then I looked down the row, the can of Chef Boyardee is $1 a piece.
Yeah. But it's also like not real.
But it's cheap. And
Yeah.
now I got a family to provide for. I'm looking more at that Chef Boyardee than I am looking at making whole salads with tomatoes, onions, and all that delicious stuff.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost me an extra $15 to $20.
Dude, I pretty much just keep it to like chicken, rice, and frozen veggies.
Yeah.
Just make it all at once, meal prep like 6 meals, and then I'll change it up and do like salmon or something like that, you know?
Yeah, that's what but meal prepping works for, and hopefully it will work for her and I.
Yeah.
But for
Are you guys doing that right now?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I bought a bunch of fish and healthy shit.
Sure.
I love how I said healthy shit. Healthy shit for us. But for kids don't want to eat that.
I know what you meant.
Kids don't want to eat that.
No.
But
that's also a habit though too. So because here's the thing with that. That's something that's developed within kids. Because like my mom always like when she was like cooking and everything, right? She would cook. She would always like chop up. Say she's making a spaghetti, right? And she's throwing like peppers in there, right? And she's like cutting up like green peppers for the sauce or whatever. And she would like cut us up green peppers and like give it to us raw as like green peppers. We loved it. Like we would look forward to it. So we always had like. So then like it would be if we'd go to like some sort of event or something, like we would always bring like a veggie tray. So like growing up, it was like always normal for us to like snack on veggies.
See, that's cool for you and your family, but
you're like, we're not about that here.
My lady is Mexican. And you know, a lot of rice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, you could still have like meals and stuff, but I'm just saying like I mean, if you guys are ever making, like, say, a Mexican dish or something. Say you guys are making, like, enchiladas, you know? And you're throwing green peppers into the beef. Like, just chop up some green peppers, give them to the kids. Like, I promise you, they're going to at least, like...
I'm going to try that.
Have they ever eaten a raw green pepper, you know?
No, but
yeah,
the one...
cut them a little strip of it, and they're going to eat it, and they're going to be like, hey, this is actually pretty good.
I hope so, because the oldest one will literally look at something and be like, I don't want it.
Just punch that motherfucker in the head.
Can't do that. I can't. I didn't say that. He said
no,
it.
Yeah, I said it. I don't have kids, so it's cool.
But yeah, so.
So yeah, new year, new you, essentially, right?
Yeah, I
Going
mean,
for the diet, doing the whole thing.
I mean, the diet's the biggest part because I can stick with the diet for like a month or two.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like my excuse last time was because she was pregnant in the last, like, not like her 8th and 9th month.
Mm-hmm.
Like we would go out, eat a lot. I'd take her out to dinner.
Yeah.
So we were eating shitty. So that became my excuse. And then the whole time at the hospital, I just started picking up my old habits because hospital food was fucking atrocious.
I've always heard that. I've never like had hospital food, but like I've always heard that it's not good.
Dude, it was
nothing
a nightmare.
To talk about.
The pizza was burnt. The burgers were burnt to a crisp. Dude, it was a nightmare in every aspect that you can. They couldn't even get the fruit right. The fruit was. Long story short, this shit was nasty.
How do you ruin the fruit?
Soggy and it just wasn't. It wasn't good.
Dude, that's like. Have you ever done overnight? Did we talk about? Have you been to jail?
No. That was just you.
Okay,
just the white kid.
Thank you, Keith. All right, that's great. Jail food's fucking trash too.
Yeah, that makes more sense though.
Yeah, I mean 1000%.
Yeah,
but that's always what like because my uncle's had a long list of health problems, and I always visit him in the hospital and whatnot. But every time he gets like hospital food.
Right.
It reminds me of that. Like, I see it, and I was like, dude, that's like fucking jail food.
I mean, I don't know if their prep time is like 2 minutes, and they just throw shit in the oven.
No, it's the fact that it's like all made together, and then they just they can't like deliver it all out once it's been made, you know? So they like make it all together. Once it's all done, then they start distributing it. Well, at that point, stuff's starting to sit for a while, you know? By the time it gets to floor 18, it's like, this has been sitting out for an hour.
Dude, the pizza was so burnt. The lady felt bad for me when she was checking me out and gave me 3 slices for free. That's how bad it was. I don't care about the mass, how much.
So wait, hold on. I might have misunderstood you there. So this is like the hospital cafeteria.
This is the hospital cafeteria.
Where you're actually paying for the... I'm sitting here
Yes.
thinking like this is food that your old lady was
No.
getting for being in the hospital.
No, that was okay. That food that she got delivered, they had a little menu and everything. That was okay. But when I went to the
food that you
cafeteria,
actually had to physically go pay for
Yes.
because someone you knew was in the hospital, that was
dude, that
garbage.
shit was nasty. Never again. So while
So you
we
ate
were
there one time, and then after that, you're like, "Fuck that."
I mean, we ate it
not
when we
happening.
could because it was convenient. I didn't want to leave every time, but I
Yeah.
would go out and go buy Wendy's and Church's Chicken and everything just to kind of give her something because for 48 hours she couldn't eat.
Yeah.
So I got her food and it tastes delicious, and that kind of snowballed into me. Like once we left the hospital, we had the newborns and I wasn't cooking, so then we just kept eating fast food, and then now we're at this point.
Yeah. Have you gained weight or anything?
Yeah, I put back on like 10 pounds.
Gee,
Yeah.
we gotta get that off though.
No, definitely. That's why I'm doing things differently now, and I'm more conscious of what I'm eating.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, those cravings that I get from all the shitty food I've ate, holy, it's intense. I would fight somebody.
You would if you had cravings
for like a fucking Oreo cookie or
no,
for
you would
donuts?
never take it that
Dude,
far. Really? What's the
cravings
most
are
you've ever taken it due to a craving? Like I can imagine going off on someone.
I mean, I guess I've never done anything that outrageous.
Yeah.
But those cravings, man. I mean, sometimes it's mentally hard.
Mine, you know what my biggest thing is? This is gonna fuck you up. This has been ever since I was little. Ice cream. Don't
Really?
do not put ice cream near me. Don't do it.
You just
It's fucking gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's not there anymore.
You got a flavor?
I prefer chocolatey stuff. I love
Okay.
chocolate. So like chocolate peanut butter. Oh, you're talking Moose Tracks? Yo, that's not yours. That's mine.
Is that the Moose Track? Is the
That's
one
got
with
the fudge. It's got the peanut butter cups.
Okay.
It's got the vanilla ice cream with the chocolate. It's
See, I'm allergic, so I don't know any.
Wait, what are you allergic to?
Peanut butter.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
can't-
We talked about that. Yeah, you're allergic
Yeah,
to
so
peanuts.
I
Your
don't-
throat swells up because you got nuts in your mouth. Gotcha.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, ice cream. So since the beginning of time, it was my family would get a tub of ice cream, and it's they'd get a little bowl, and there's I'm talking the big industrial tub, right? They'd get a bowl, and there'd be a little portion like that missing, another little portion from someone else, and it's boom! And then once I find, because they would never tell me. They would never tell me if they got ice cream.
Right.
Because they knew it would be gone instantly, and then it was just someone would pull it out, and it'd be 1,000 times lighter, and they're like, "Whoa, Brian found the ice cream." And I would swear to God, it takes me 2 days to trash a whole tub of ice cream.
Yeah, you might be fat later. You give yourself another 10 years. If for whatever reason you just gave up jiu-jitsu and everything.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll
be a
never
little
stop
tubby kid.
jiu-jitsu. That won't happen.
Of course not.
That
but
won't happen.
you'll be a
I mean,
little
you gotta
tubby
cut
kid.
my legs off, and then, even then, I'm still gonna figure it out.
Still do the Ezekiel chokes and stuff. Have your bag of
Yeah,
tricks.
yeah. I'll just eye poke people.
I gouge.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, no, man, I can trash some
Right.
sweets. I'm telling you, your boy can eat. I don't look like it. I was in a hot wing eating contest one time.
What?
Yeah,
What? That.
yeah.
Where?
This was out in St. Louis.
What? For
It was just no. They were. It was a.
was it wings and things? Was it
No, it wasn't
Buffalo
even
Wild
that. It was
Wings?
no. It wasn't. It wasn't a chain. It was its own little independent deal.
Was the wings good?
Yeah, they were pretty
Because
good.
that I feel like you put out mass quantity of nasty wings.
They weren't the best wings I've ever had,
Right.
but I mean they were good. Yeah, it was worth it. I got to eat. I ate 38 in 15 minutes.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I ate 38 wings in 15 minutes. So check this out. Not only that, but my stepdad was doing it with me at the time. I was 17, right?
Okay.
So I was 17. I ate 38 wings in 15 minutes, and my stepdad ate 38 wings as well in 15 minutes. Grown ass man. He's
Was that your
he's 47.
the job bond at that time?
No, we were both pissed. We were like, fucking should have ate one more wing because we wanted to win. We were both competitive.
Did you throw it up?
Huh? No. I didn't
Really?
throw up.
So
Yeah,
just-
no. Got a free T-shirt and fucking hung out.
Dude, that's intense. Mind you, for a 17-year-old, that's okay. For a 49-year-old man, that probably took a toll on his body.
He was heavy back then.
All right, and we're back. I'm gonna try to sit back for this half. See how terrible. Cool I look.
Your mic's not even remotely set up for that.
No, it's not. But
what are you talking about? Look at how I got mine set up. See, that's the way to do it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I like how you're like set up. Sorry, guys, that was my fat man grab.
Yeah, like I'm totally chilling right now.
Is that what it is?
Like your back looks fucked up.
My back, bro, is.
I'm saying it looks fucked up because you're like, oh, like, I don't know.
I'm trying to work on my posture.
It looks like you're like scared a nun's gonna come by and hit you in the head if you fucking slouch a little bit.
Oh my gosh! All right. I feel better
now. Do you?
All right. So I work for the comedy club.
Okay. Yeah.
But also the other aspect of it is food. It's a restaurant.
Okay. Yeah.
I had a interesting, and we can. And you used to work at Target, so I don't know if you've ever had this happen to you.
Oh boy!
But it was crazy because it's food. So this guy tried to come in. I'll start. So this guy comes in. He's like, "Hey, can I speak with the manager?" They come and get me.
Yep.
So I go to him.
Can I just tell you those are my favorite?
Dude, I mean, it's just like I should have known something was off.
Yeah.
But whatever, I try to be nice. So I talk to the guy. He's like, hey, man. He gives me his name. He's like, I'm a doctor. I left the States, and I'm just now getting back. The last time I was here, I had a bad experience with my food because you guys didn't prepare it, and the manager said, when I come back, I can get 2 new steaks. And I'm like, whoa, who's the manager? And he gave me some manager that was here like years ago. So I was like, okay, well, the manager isn't here anymore, and I can't approve that.
Right.
He's like, well, if you want to.
How long ago was this?
I mean, the manager must have worked
supposedly,
there like 3 years ago.
Allegedly,
3 years ago. So he was like,
so it's 3 years ago?
Yes.
And he's just been holding on to those 2 steaks for 3 fucking years.
So
Holy
he's
shit.
like, if you want to be a good business.
What?
He's like, you'll give me my steaks and we'll call it even. So first I kind of was like, you know what? Maybe he's right. Maybe this did happen. So I walk away.
Oh, see, he hit you with that Robert California. That's what it was.
Dude,
you ever seen The Office?
No, yeah.
Robert California, when he's in the interview and he just like he starts interviewing them. That's what he did. He interviewed you.
So I like walk away like an idiot. And I'm like, oh, maybe I will bring in the steaks and everything. And I'm like, wait, what am I thinking?
Yeah, why the fuck would you do that?
Why would I believe this? Guy just told me he was a doctor in a different country.
I'm about to roll in and be like, hey, I'm a surgeon from Australia. Give me some steaks, bitch.
So I stop and I turn around. I was like, hey, you know what, sir? Since the manager doesn't work here anymore, I can't really approve that.
So did you say like, okay, let me go get those, and then you started walking away and you turned around?
No, I was like, let me go talk to my GM because I was gonna go talk to my boss and be like, hey, this guy said this because I mean the story's so ridiculous.
So you said you were gonna go talk to your GM, and as you're walking away, you're like, wait, this is stupid. You just made an executive decision.
Yeah, it was just like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, for sure. As you should.
I go back and I was like, hey, I can't approve the steaks, but I'll give you tickets to another show. You just got back into town. Let me treat you tonight.
Then you guys can still get paid because they'll probably end up buying drinks and food and all kinds of stuff.
Thought. So he's like, okay, yeah, man, go get the tickets. So then I go get the tickets. I come back, and he's like, you know what, man? I don't even want the tickets. I just want my steaks. And I was like,
sorry,
well, I can't do that. And he's like,
how big is this guy? He wants to eat 2 steaks to himself.
I mean, it's like he wasn't.
Is he a 2-steak guy?
Yes, he's a 2-steak guy.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, man, I can't do that. Come to the show. He's like, I don't want the tickets. Just go get my steaks. And I was like,
I'm sorry, I can't do that for you. Best I can do is the show. You can either take that and be happy or fuck off.
Exactly. So he starts like getting loud with me.
Yeah, of course he does.
And he's like, I'm a doctor. And I went and saved lives. And you're not going to give me a fucking steak? And I was like, I mean, thank you for your help, but I mean, just because you had a bad experience doesn't mean you.
Did he have an accent or anything, or he's American?
No,
doctor?
He was an American guy. The dude.
So he went to another.
He wasn't a fucking doctor.
He wasn't a doctor?
No, he wasn't a doctor. He was just some crazy guy that came off the streets.
How do you know?
I don't. Well, we'll find out one day. Maybe one day I'm sick and I'll look up and I'll see his.
I mean, did he like look like he was dressed like a doctor, or did he look like a homeless guy?
He didn't look like a homeless guy either. He looked like an average Joe. But the story was so ridiculous that I kind of was like, I wanted to believe him. But then when he started getting hostile over these steaks, I was like, oh, something's off here. Because I imagine if he's done it to me, he's done it to other people, and it's probably worked.
Yeah.
Because he's an intimidating larger guy.
Yeah.
So he's like, just give me my steaks. And I was like, you're not going to get any steaks. And you're being kind of rude about it. And
Did you say you were being rude about it? Did you really?
I don't mind. Yeah, I'll run my mouth. I'm about that life.
See, I never ran my mouth, but I would always just shut it down. Like, I just didn't tolerate it. Like, if you're going to raise your voice or you're going to curse, I'm just like, I'm done with you. Like, I just shut it down. So, like, anyways, finish your deal.
So he starts getting loud. So now we're going back and forth, and I was like, you're being rude about it. He's like, I'm not being rude. He's like, this is a terrible business. You guys won't keep your word. And I was like, you haven't been here in 3 years.
Right, motherfucker. And you're just like saying nonsense. You just came in with a story.
Some random stuff that I can even...
It'd be different if you had like a certificate with his signature on it or something. Like, even that you can at least somewhat start to buy.
I mean, I don't know if doctors carry cards, but it would have been nice if he gave
No, I'm saying a certificate from the previous manager.
Right.
Like that, you would be like, all right, I feel comfortable honoring this. You know what I mean? But like, even then, it's still slightly sketchy. So for you to just come in with nothing and be like, hey, we're going to work on the honor system. Let me tell you a story here. You're going to listen, and by the end of it, you're not going to ask questions. You're going to give me 2 free steaks.
Dude,
go.
So he gets hostile. So he takes a step towards me. Well, I'm a knucklehead. So you take a step towards me, I'm going to take a step towards you. He's like, you better go get my steaks. So I'm like, and if I don't? This is real. In front of customers.
And if I don't?
And then finally the bartender was like, he just leave
I would have never said that. I would have never said that.
I'm not thinking at this moment. He's like, this is embarrassing.
You're a hothead, man.
I'm not a hothead.
Yeah, no, you are. I'm sorry, man. Like, you've told a couple stories like on the podcast alone where it's just like subtle shit, and you're just like, I'm just ready to fuck them up. And I'm just like, yo, Keith, chill.
No,
he's just trying to steal some steaks from you. Like, he's not going to get away with it.
Look, I have like a Napoleon complex, and I was like bullied when I was a kid.
Like, bro, you just let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. It's not worth it.
He was challenging. Look, I didn't want to back
down. It's not worth it, bro. I get it, man. That pride, it hurts. But
next time I will breathe.
Yeah, you're hostile, dog. I will breathe. Hey, if someone starts, like, if you get offended, that's what I'm picking up on. If you get offended, you're like, you trying to go outside?
Well, I mean, in the past couple of stories.
Hey, if you want, I can talk to the Knockout Boys, get you jumped in. You know, you can be the strong man.
I'm good on that. I'll try not to live that gang life. But so I take a step towards him. I'm like, and if I don't, and he was like, and he literally like a fucking comic book movie. He goes, you're gonna regret this. And he starts like walking, like slowly backing away. This is real.
He starts like walking backwards
in front of customers and kids. Actually, we had a table walk out because of this. Like, because it was getting so loud between him and I. And I was like, look. And he's like backing away. And he goes, you're going to regret this. He goes, my boys in Kansas City are going to see you. Yeah, this is real. And I was like, cool. I didn't say anything else after that. I was like, cool. Can't wait to see him. And then he left. And so there might be a bounty on my head over these 2 steaks. So
Keith, that should be on your New Year's resolution too. Chill the fuck out.
This happened before New Year's, so this
happened before New Year's.
I'm a new man. I'm cool. If you would have,
you said,
you wouldn't let anyone look.
What are you gonna do about it, little man?
Look, this is a Napoleon complex. He was taller, he was bigger than me, and I felt like he thought I was gonna punk out because he was bigger than me. So I wanted to prove to him.
Yeah, but that's when you just shut it down. You don't have to fucking fire back. You fired back. You fired back. You sent an invitation for him to fire back.
Well, there's a bounty on my head over these steaks, so hey.
What's the bounty?
I don't know. It might be an ass whooping for me. I don't know.
Well, he said people. I'm saying, what the fuck do I get out of it whenever I fucking?
Oh, I don't know. You gotta find whatever hospital he's practicing at, and see what he can come up with.
Dr. Angry here.
Holy Yeah, you're right. Now looking back at it, I guess I've had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was unnecessary. You should have just been
You're
like,
right.
look, man, you need to leave, or I'm gonna call the cops. Like that would have been the move. You know what I used to do? So what I used to do whenever I was fucking managing, half the time,
Right,
like
right.
if I needed someone to leave, because like I was allowed to ask people to leave the premises, right? Especially if they like curse or something like that. Like there's certain triggers where it's like at that point I'm allowed to kick them out.
Of course.
And I'm allowed to. I have the authority to say you need to leave. So I would always say like you need to leave. If you don't, I need you to leave immediately. If not, we'll get a security to escort you. At the time we didn't have security. Like now there's security there. And they would always, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. I would always just look at the closest employee and I'd just be like, hey, call the police.
Oh, that's smart.
Just right off top. I'd just be like, hey, call the police for me. And I just continue to try and calm them down. The second they see like you just like stone cold, like just look over at someone and be like, hey, call the cops. Like, and not emotional, nothing. Just look at them stone cold and just be like, hey, call the cops. Which half the time I would tell this, they would never call the cops.
No, I mean, clearly that's
there was like, I don't know, there was like a fine line where you could read it in my voice when I was being serious or not, you know? And it was like, I would just look at the certain people that would be able to read me. I'd just be like, hey, call the cops. And they would just walk off, you know? And at that point, they're like, you know? Eventually, you'll get people to leave.
Right. I just messed
I don't
up.
know. Yeah, you did fuck that up.
I did.
Where's that at?
I don't know. It actually.
You need me to grab it for you, don't you?
Yeah, can you grab it? Sorry, guys. It should be underneath there.
God damn.
It's not anywhere. Did it roll?
No, I got it right here.
All right. So sorry, as I put this back in here. You're welcome, ladies.
Motherfucker.
Thank you. Okay.
right.
Look. All right. So now that we're talking, I'm understanding the error of my ways, and from now on, anytime that
Why don't you set your mic up before we record? You never
Because
set. You always do this.
I'm adjusting, dude. Now I feel comfortable. I didn't realize how the
It's
life
nice,
you were living.
right?
Yeah,
It's nice.
I didn't realize the life you were
Telling
living.
you, just
over
chill
here.
out, let your fucking hair down, man. It's good.
All right. So I will not. This year, I will not engage in any sort of activity that will lead to violence.
You just got take a deep breath, man. Plus, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit more gangster when you handle things subtly as opposed to like getting in someone's face. Anybody can get in someone's face, but
Right.
if someone's getting in your face and you can just be calm, cool, and collective and still get what you want out of the situation, like that's
You're
the
right.
move right there. That's the move.
I guess it's more admirable to walk away than the.
I mean, you didn't even need to walk away. I mean, you still
I
could have
didn't
stood
walk
your
away.
ground. You just didn't need to fire back at him.
I mean,
Like you challenged him and invited him to challenge you back, whereas opposed to like if he was like, if you don't do this, then and like what did you say or what or something like or what's gonna happen?
I said if I don't.
Oh, and if I don't like that, that you invited him and that was unnecessary. You should have just been like, look, man, like now you're starting to threaten me. Like I can't have you doing that. Like I have families here eating. I need you to leave the premises because now you're causing a disturbance in my restaurant.
Okay. 2019. No other conflicts.
No other conflicts. We got this. See,
Cool.
I got him calmed down, guys. Take it easy. Lion almost got out of the cage. He's back in the cage. He's good. He's good.
All right. I gotta save my file. See, it's skipping. Hold on.
Wait, it's skipping?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You see it?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We got nervous and had to save real quick. But we be back, suckers. So, yeah, we just we're discussing you being angry. You're going to try not to be so
Yeah,
angry.
I'm gonna clean up. This is my year to let the ego go because in jiu-jitsu, that's one of the biggest things that's kind of hindering me.
What, your ego?
My ego.
What
I
do
mean,
you-
I don't have it. I mean, I don't mind tapping or anything. But
So, then what do you mean by your ego exactly? What are you looking at?
no, I was
There's
just
shit
looking.
popping
Sorry.
off over
I
there?
thought I saw.
Like, you can't get attention, like, behind me like that. Like, I'm gonna look
I
every
just
time.
said there's a bounty on my head, so you never know.
Yeah, but hey, I'm nervous now, dude. You pick fights with everybody. I need to see what's going on behind me.
I know. I gotta. No, my ego. I think
Yo, what if that guy was a black belt?
no,
What if?
no.
What if?
He was sloppy. The
What
way
do
he
you mean?
carried himself. You could tell when someone knows some shit. He didn't know what he was doing.
How can you tell that?
I would have. Who knows? I would have learned the hard way. See, maybe that's my thing.
Do you think him looking at you, he could tell that you train jujitsu?
Not at all. Not at all. But I'm a sleeper. Even when I come to
Who's
class,
to say he's not?
me.
You're like, I'm willing to find out, motherfucker.
I'm
Oh,
going up
shit.
now. You know, now that I have kids and everything,
Yeah, especially now that you have
yeah,
kids.
it's different now. I pick my battles, and mind you, as hot headed as I can be, I'm not like, I don't fight. I don't have a lot of street fights. You know what I mean?
How many fights have you been in your life?
Maybe like 5 or 6.
Okay.
5 or 6 in the but I mean, those are added like when I was like, 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I actually avoid conflict, believe it or not. Years ago I did. Now that I have this MMA background, I'm a badass, but I'm joking. I'm joking.
Like, I'll fight anybody, bro.
But having the kids and everything, definitely need to pick my battles, and I'm learning because a couple of years ago, like 2 or 3 different times, I had people like threaten my life.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
Well,
Is it always at work?
Yeah.
Every single time it's been at work?
Yeah. Every single time someone's
really?
Like, yeah, dude, that's the
I
environment.
guess it's different. Like whenever, I don't know, because I imagined our jobs to be somewhat similar because we were both in management, but I guess it's different because yours involves alcohol. Mine doesn't.
Yeah, mine has alcohol, money. People are different when they know they're forced. Because I mean, at Target or any of those retail stores, in my opinion, people can just put shit back. Like if you don't have enough money to pay for this,
right?
But I mean, once we sell you food, and
not only that, the price is the price. Like I mean,
exactly.
And you're not going to Target and getting drunk and then realizing the price. You know what I mean, or
right.
Whatever the case. Like there's once you add alcohol in it like that, like then you have all kinds of potential situations on your hands.
Yeah, but the times that my life was threatened, it was at work, but it wasn't over like someone being drunk. It was normally like with comics that felt they didn't get paid properly or something.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
like a deeper, and obviously I can't go too deep into it.
Sure you can. Don't
No.
worry about
can't
that,
be
kid.
name dropping.
Hey, there's nobody here. It's just you and I, man. That's it.
What, I never told the Faison love story.
The what?
Faison's love story about
No.
him getting his goon.
Wait, what?
I never
Faison
told you that.
getting his goon. No.
The Crip that was gonna kill me.
Wait. You told me. Yeah.
I
No,
think I
you
did
told
tell
me
you.
about
I
that.
told
Yeah,
you.
you told me about that.
Okay, well that was once. The other time, this girl was like, or this guy was like stalking this girl, and
Dude. All right.
Yeah.
You got some homework assignments, by the way.
Okay.
Because I've been binge watching some shit. So
Dive into it. Tell me, please.
all right. So one thing I need you to watch. Yeah, you might not want to watch this. Not nearly as much as I need you to watch the R. Kelly thing.
Yes, we'll talk about the R. Kelly thing. That's like the topic of conversation. So,
I need you to watch the R. Kelly series, Surviving R. Kelly, because it's fucking insane. But no, what made me just think of that, what you were saying, was I watched this series called You, and it's about a stalker stalking this chick, and it's told from the stalker's perspective.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's super dark.
Wait, it's a
series on Netflix.
It's real?
Yeah. No, it's not. What do you mean it's real?
Like it's not like a real life documentary, right?
No, it's not a documentary.
Okay, cool.
It's a
I was like,
series.
I'm not gonna
It's a
watch
series. The R. Kelly thing, that's a documentary.
No,
that
that's
shit
real.
happened. Yo, that
No,
shit
those
happened.
girls were getting peed
Hey,
on.
he banged little girls. Like that
Yes.
happened.
No, that's his thing.
1000%. Don't you dare fucking mix that up.
Yeah, no.
You'll see. But no, that series You is told from the perspective of the stalker, which is weird and creepy, but it's fucking dark as shit because like he's doing all this crazy weird shit because he's a stalker,
Right.
and as he's doing all this crazy weird shit, like he's justifying it all to himself, and you're just like, it's mind blowing, like how crazy he is. But to think like that it's an actual thing, like that happens, like people get stalked.
No, I've seen it, especially coming from LA and being around a lot of beautiful women at theater school and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would see some of these beautiful actresses, talented, that would like these guys would like become enamored with them and want to like be with them 24/7, get possessive. And some of these girls, you know, I guess they found it attractive at first, and then when they try to leave that situation, guys got like super creepy and crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've never had that. I think my first girlfriend, because all the feelings were new, and I got like possessive over her,
Mm-hmm.
but I never got like to the level where like I was sitting outside of her house or anything.
No, just inside the house.
I just set up cameras.
Just like, yeah, in the closet.
You know,
right.
Just
makes
enough
sense.
to
Makes
let her
sense.
know I was there.
Nothing abnormal.
Yeah, nothing crazy. But it's weird, like watching women that like get followed and 1,000 text messages and 1,000 phone calls and voicemails and, you know, Facebook and everything. Like the guy goes to extreme lengths.
Yeah.
And I've seen on both ends too. I've seen it on male, like I've seen a guy get stalked before by a female.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's scarier because I guess with the male, maybe this is me being an idiot. I guess I'm trying to find a proper term, but I guess it's not that scary for a guy. It's kind of like, oh, you got a girl that's in love with you.
Yeah.
You kind of like shrug it
I
off.
was about to say, like, if I had a female stalker, I don't think I would be too terribly concerned with it.
Yeah, but we don't know. But I think as a female, when a guy can like that is physically stronger than you and can murder you at any moment,
it's fucking predator, bro.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's hard to like imagine those situations. Like there's a lot of scenarios like that where you hear like these wild stories, like the R. Kelly tapes, or like a story about someone being stalked or whatever, or attacked in general. Like you hear these crazy stories and you think like if you like marinate on them and reflect, and you're just like, man, that's so wild. I can't believe that happened. Like, and kind of figure out how you feel about it. But no one fully comprehends like the impact that those scenarios have unless you're involved in some sort of way.
Right. Have you've never had a stalker or anything? You never had a girl like that was just fucking enamored with you?
Not to the point I would say stalker, no. No, nothing like
But you've
that.
had girls before that's been like heavily into you.
Yeah, definitely that. Definitely. You just gotta shut that shit down.
Okay.
Just shut it down every time. I mean, be polite, but you know.
But see, for guys, I think it's easier just to say, hey, I don't like you, or, you know, to shut it down, as you say.
Yeah.
But for women, guys,
yeah, I just don't acknowledge it. Like if I'm not into you, you'll know I'm not into you.
Yeah, but girls don't have that freedom.
Yeah.
Because a guy takes it, because the same thing with ego.
There's so many guys that like like a girl will say hi to them and he's like, dude, she wants me. I'm like, bro, she fucking said hello. What are you talking about?
The bang, bro. She wants me.
Did you see the look that she gave me? Like what? She saw you? Like she saw you were there? Yeah, I saw that.
But guys, I mean, obviously everyone gets their feelings hurt. But guys, because we have that natural instinct to be violent, when a guy gets shut down,
yeah,
you don't know what he's capable of. A female gets shut down.
I think it all depends on how well they react to rejection as well. I mean, that's the first step for any guy, is like you got to be willing to accept being rejected, bro.
Yeah, but some guys don't.
And if they don't, that's when you got fucking issues.
Yeah.
That's when you got issues. That's when you see like the crazy reactions of like stalking or attacking or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard for me to put myself in that position because
we don't know better.
Yeah, I've never been like a victim of it or anything like that. Do I know it's terrible? Fuck yeah, but I'll never be able to fully understand how terrible it is. That's the thing. Like I see like especially like going through like watching this documentary, like I see like everything that's been done to like the victims that are being interviewed and everything, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just mind-blowing to me how intense it all is. It's really intense.
No, it is. It's obviously I'll check out the series. Also, I'll check out the R. Kelly thing.
No, check out the R. Kelly thing first.
Yeah.
Like that's the wildest shit I've ever seen, and it's very real. And I remember when like the whole R. Kelly trials were going on and all that shit, and there was Chappelle Show skits and the fucking Boondock skits and all that, like making fun of the R. Kelly thing. Like,
it's a real thing.
Bro, that guy was a fucking predator hiding in plain sight. That's what it boils down to. Like, he was right in front of your face, fucking little girls. That's what it boils down to.
But that's one of those things where we kind of let celebrities and like get away with
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And then now that it's so late after he's gotten multiple girls,
Oh,
now we're like, oh, we need to punish him, but
he's going to prison. Like, there's no
he
doubt
needs
about
to.
it. He's going to be going to prison after this. Because it was like Cook County or something like that, came out and said that they were like, anybody that's been attacked or raped or whatever by R. Kelly, come forward now, please. Because they're building a case against him.
I got to be real cautious when I ask this question.
Yeah.
And mind you, I am an idiot, so please,
oh boy,
don't take this.
Here we go.
Way.
Everybody, buckle up.
They weren't like rape though. I mean, it's statutory rape because they were such a young age and they didn't know better. But he wasn't like,
So you got.
Okay, I'll watch it.
This is where you got to watch it because it goes into like the mental abuse of it, of how he got them to that point. Like a lot of them, it was just like they wanted to. Most of them were like backup dancers and backup singers that he was using. So he would like record with them, and then it was like their friends or something like that. And it's like, well, you want to work with R. Kelly, don't you? You know, like that.
Okay, that's
what I mean. Like those sorts of things, and plus too, like these are like 12 and 14-year-old girls. Like, imagine you're 12 and 14 years old, and there's an adult male versus female. Who's initiating these things? How likely are you to say like, "Yo, hold up a second"?
That did happen to me.
No, you're lying.
When I was 15 years old.
What happened? Can we talk about that? Do we have time? Can we talk about that?
How much time do we have?
How much time do we have, Matt? We got about 15 minutes for the gym. Yeah, we got 15 minutes. Okay. Can you do that?
Do you want to hear the story?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay. So
oh my God.
My mother used to work a lot my mother's an RN. She worked a bunch of hours, crazy hours, and which gave me the freedom. It was summertime, and I used to always go to my friend's house. I don't want to drop names.
Okay.
Right? So I always go to my friend's house, and he had 3 brothers, different ages, and his closest brother in age, when we were 15, his brother was a senior in high school. So he always had girls and everything hanging out.
Yeah.
And it was happening, and his parents would let us hang out and have girls come over. Nothing too crazy would happen, but, it was like cool.
So you guys would like have parties and shit? And his parents were together?
His parents were together, yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't anything like too crazy that happened.
Like max 15 people.
Right.
Okay.
So his friend, I'm going to give up names, but it'll be fake names. So his friend Ben had an older sister who was like 27, 28 years old. So Ben got dropped off, and I was walking home one day. When I was walking home, she pulls up next to me and was like, "Hey, do you want to ride home?" I was like, "Sure, of course I would."
Fuck yeah. You kidding me? I want to walk.
So as we get closer and closer to my house, she's like, "Do you have to go home? Like, why are you going home?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm going home because
I live there."
Yeah, I live there, and I was just going to get away from the house. No, I mean, essentially that's how simple it was. And she was like, "Well, why don't you hang out with me?" I'm 15 years old. She's 27 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why not? She's a pretty girl. I was like, why wouldn't I hang out? So she hangs out with me. She did like this weird mental thing where she like puts $1,000 in my hand. She just gives me $1,000, not for me to have. She's like, hey, why don't you come with me shopping? She gives me $1,000. She's like, I have to go get groceries and Pampers and everything. You hold the money. So I guess in a way, it kind of made me feel like a man.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. So I carry the money. We go grocery shopping, get diapers and everything because she just had a daughter. And she lets me pay for it. Like, it was my money. She never said, hey, pull my money out. She's like, hey, can you pay for this? It was like a real fucking mental move.
Yeah. Wow.
So we go get groceries and everything. And she's like, when my daughter isn't home, she's like, why don't you hang out with me today? So I was like, sure. So she like takes me out. We go have dinner and everything.
You guys had dinner?
Yeah, it was my mom's not home, so she doesn't know what's going on.
That you're going on a date with a 27-year-old? Because that's essentially what you did.
Exactly. So it comes to nighttime, and I would lie to my mother. So she's like, why don't you stay the night? I was like, okay, sure. So I lied. I said,
what's going on in your mind during all of this? Like, what are you thinking?
that I'm cool and this fucking 27
You're like I'm about to have sex with this 27. Are you a virgin?
I'm a virgin at this time. So
you're like, I'm about to lose my virginity to this 27-year-old.
Like
this is fucking awesome. I can't wait to tell my friends, except for my friends whose sisters or brothers with this guy.
Exactly, but I'm thinking I have a way to brag now. So I'm thinking I'm the coolest fucking kid on the block.
Right, yeah. As from the male perspective, yes. Right. From the female perspective, I would imagine that it's a total different standard there. We got it's a screensaver. I was worried. Anyway,
so she brings me over. So I go back to her house and I'm about to stay the night. I'm nervous as hell. Yeah. And she's like, cool. We watch a movie or something and she's like, I'm going to bed. So I'm like, I'm so innocent and naive. I'm like,
you're like, all right, I guess I'm sleeping on the couch.
Exactly. She's like, no, you can sleep on my bed. And I was just like, cool. Okay. So I go to her bed, whatever. And she's like, hey, by the way, she's like, I move a lot at night, so don't let it scare you. Now, I didn't know her moving at night would be her basically molesting me all night.
So wait, this happened all night? Wait, yeah. Okay, anyways, go. I'm sorry, keep going.
So she keeps moving. She's like rubbing up on me, touching me and everything. And I'm like afraid. So I don't do anything. I'm just kind of like staying there. And I'm thinking she's sleeping. So in my mind, I was like, I can't take advantage of the situation. So I don't do anything. This is all night. She's like,
and she's like rubbing on you.
Yes,
like straight up.
But she's asleep
with her hands and whatnot.
Her ass, hands, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm thinking this is the coolest thing, but I don't do anything because I'm a virgin. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So she wakes up the next day, and she's like, "How'd you sleep?" And I was like, "Fine." She's like, "Can I ask you a question?" This is the first question. I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Are you a virgin?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Makes a lot of sense." Okay. She's like, "I can't take a kid's virginity." She's okay with having sex with me at 15, but she's not okay with taking my virginity. So she's like, she's like, "I can't do that." And I was like, but now I'm like, no, like we can do this. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, we can do this. She's like, no, I can't. She's like, but she like kept me around for like the next, I'm lying to my mother about where I'm at. I'm staying at my friend's house. I went home, got clothes when she was at work. And I ended up hanging out with her for like a week or two. Like staying at her place. Hoping that one day we would have sex. But it never got to that point. And then I remember it got kind of weird because I would want to go home.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, "Why do you want to go home?" And I'd be like, "Because I want to go home."
Yeah.
And she got kind of, and then finally I had my friends. I think I wasn't in any danger. But she like, I ended up like having my friends have to come pick me up. Like I had to like sneak out one day just for me to go home because she like refused to take me home. And she had a friend that was her age too that was sleeping with a 16-year-old kid. Yeah. It's like some crazy shit. And at the time I thought it was like dope and like I'm a man and I did all this thing.
But looking back now as an adult, you're like, that's fucking like, I hope she's not doing anything crazy right now.
Like that's scary. Like that's like I legit.
You know where she's at now?
I have no idea. I ran into her when I was like 18 or 19. I wouldn't speak to her.
Yeah.
I remember I just wouldn't even acknowledge her.
Yeah.
But now I'm disgusted.
Right.
But back then I thought it was the coolest thing and I wish I would have been more honest and open with everybody.
Yeah, because you're a fucking child, man. You're a kid.
I didn't know anybody. And thank God. I mean, and I never lost my virginity to her. We never had sex. But, and you know what's crazy? Oh, no, it's not crazy. It's sad. I slept in her bed for like the next 3 or 4 days, and she would do that
every single night.
Almost, yes. And then after a while,
you didn't do anything back.
No, I didn't know better. In my mind, my knowledge.
But you didn't. I mean, you didn't get the hint after the first day when she was like,
"Dude, I'm a virgin. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing."
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that.
Yeah, you're a kid. You're literally a fucking child.
Yeah, so I remember like after a while, like I went back to the couch because I think she was like fed up with me.
What, so she told you to go to the couch?
Yeah, or I think it was like something happened where like I ended up sleeping back on the couch.
But you're still living in
a
fucking place,
there, man. And
oh my god, this is psychotic. Oh my god.
But yeah, and I don't.
Did you ever tell anybody this growing up?
No, why would I? I mean,
like did your mom know now?
No. But I'm gonna say, hey mom, remember when I used to lie to you about staying at my friend's house? I was really fucking being molested by a 15-year-old or a 27-year-old woman. It's not an easy conversation to have. I don't know what I'm talking about on a podcast, but I mean,
that's wild, dude.
Yeah, that really did happen, and it's been so long ago. Maybe she has a different version of it, but I mean, I really wish I never went through that, and I actually feel, and I hope no one else goes through that. And if I would have known,
I'm sure somebody may have. I'm sure that's not the first time that's happened in her life.
No, I mean, if her friend was dating
a 16-year-old,
16-year-old kid, and her friend was just as old. Mind, these were like, at least at the time, from what I remember, these were like really pretty girls too.
Yeah,
like these weren't like ugly women. They weren't like, these were very attractive women. They just, for whatever reason, liked to prey on young kids.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that happened. That's a real thing. So I do kind of understand.
Mind blowing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't obviously it's not like that's a topic of conversation that comes up, but it happened and I understand. And the scary thing, I made it through, and I feel like I'm mentally okay,
I mean, yeah, you seem fine.
Yeah.
Like from what I can tell. I mean,
yeah.
and like talking about it, you seem all right talking about it.
Yeah, no, I'm okay, and I try not to exaggerate any details because, if this ever gets back to her, I want her to understand that that was a disgusting thing that you did, and this also shows how naive and how I don't know better, how much I didn't know as a kid, and
yeah, because I mean, like as you're telling it, I'm sitting there trying to imagine my 15-year-old self, what I would do, and I probably would do literally exactly what you did, like everything from start to finish. Like I would have been done the exact same thing you did.
But see, at the time, I didn't know better, or else I would have said something. If I would have been like, "Hey, this is weird that a 27-year-old woman is hanging out with me,"
yeah,
I would have called my sister. I mean, it's not like I had no one to call.
Yeah,
it only got weird towards the end. When I was like, I want to go home. And she's like, why do you want to go home? Like, that's when it got kind of weird with me.
Yeah. That's whenever it's more of just like a possessive thing.
Yeah. But at the time...
I hope Matt went to the gas station, just so you know. If that's that way, you can get me Zions. This fucking rock star trash.
Ugh. But to finish it off, though, at that time, though, when I was 15, I thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah, and I would have felt the same way. Like I think that I think that's a male perspective thing.
Yes.
For the most part, I mean, I'm sure there's some like specifically with this R. Kelly scenario, like there were some of the 14-year-olds, like specifically the one in the video that was just like, yeah, that's my boo. So. Like he married a couple underage girls.
Insane.
Like that actually happened. Like I don't know if you know like Aaliyah the singer.
Trust me, I know Aaliyah. She has like 3 of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah, he married her.
Yeah,
they had like forged documents, and he married her when she was 14 years old.
That's insane.
So I think it's more popular with like the male. What are you looking at?
I was just making sure nobody else was creeping up on me. Sorry, when I look off, I was making sure.
But no, I think it's different for like the male perspective. Like if I'm a 14, 15-year-old kid and I have a 27-year-old that's, trying to have sex with me, I imagine, I mean, as long as I know what I'm doing, I would be about it, Yeah. But I don't think that doesn't mean that's not, it's a weird scenario. It's weird.
Yeah, no, it is weird. And
everything about it is weird.
Right.
Because like now I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But from what like I've heard, like psychology wise, it's all about dominance.
Right.
Which that's what it sounds like was happening there. Like she was like controlling you there too. Like, why do you want to go home?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even just like on a sexual principle too. Right. It was just like overall, She wanted to hold my money for me. Like even though she didn't say it was her money, but it was just like all that mental abuse that went along with it, Yeah,
it was crazy, man. And at the time, I thought it was the coolest thing. And now looking back at it, years ago, I was like, that's terrible. What happened?
Yeah.
Nothing about that was cool. So yeah, that was an experience, and
buddy.
Yeah. I know that was a little dark path, but
Fucking right out of
Yeah.
fucking left field right there, man. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
No, I don't tell that story, especially, you know.
What really fucked me up is I've been talking about this R. Kelly fucking series all day with Keith, even because we went and had breakfast and everything today.
Exactly.
So even whenever we weren't recording, I've been like, dog, I'm telling you, you got to watch this. Like, this thing is crazy. You need to watch it. And all day he's just been like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'll check it out. And then we get on the podcast and I bring it up and he was like, yeah, I was kind of molested when I was young.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. So
that's
life.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go ahead and wrap it up since you're the one finishing up with the King Kong story there. That's fucking wild, man.
Right. No, I'm happy. Oh, by the way,
I'm happy.
okay.
I'm happy that you're good because you seem
Right.
like you're good from it. Like, I'm happy that it didn't affect you in the long run or anything
No.
like that. And I love the person that you are. So
Yeah, I
I'm
appreciate
happy
that.
that it didn't go too far or anything like that, man. I'm happy that you're good from it.
No, I'm good. And as I wrap it up, I will say that I'm in a good place overall with my family, my kids, and this podcast is going the way I want it to go, the way we should want it to go, and hopefully there's bigger things. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah, I can't wait for the next episode, and we're gonna have more clips. We might be having an editor that will chop up some clips so we can have, you know, shortened versions. We'll still have our long hour.
We're
episodes.
adding to the team, is what we're saying.
Yes,
we're trying to
building the team.
Yeah, we're trying to build a little team here to get this.
Exactly.
Yeah, to get everything that we need right.
So hopefully more things can happen. We'll post more. We want to be more active, and if you guys have anything to add, please we will please comment. And we'll respond.
We already were given the feedback that we had shitty, boring backgrounds. So, one, we're on the couches today, but they're also painting the back room, which isn't relevant to us, but it's just because it needed to be painted. So, we'll look at it and then, yeah.
But yeah, guys. So please, thank you for listening. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Deuces.
Love, peace, chicken grease.
All right, bye.
You better have a Zion.